God, scary shit. Hi, it's Allison McKee with Trainers Tip Tuesday. I am going to show you how to get your donkey to cross water. I'm here with my big girl, Daffodil. And this is kind of a two-part training thing because I live in Phoenix and we don't have running water here. We have puddles when it rains. So I'm going to show you how to set up a really inexpensive water trap to train them. And really in the desert, it's the best we can do until it rains. And even then, we're going to have to travel and trailer out to do any running water practice. But this is a multi-step process. Back. And we're going to start with tarp training. And tarp training is something that I've worked on with her before, but she hates tarps. So what we do is first, we're going to desensitize to tarps. And so I start with something small and just do my introductions. Good girl. And then maybe step her up a bit. Good girl. Just giving it the side eye. And then I just am going to pet her with this. I'm going to pet her all over. And of course, both sides. Do your head. And just get her used to this tarp at first. Good girl. Then I'm going to unfold and make it bigger. So we're starting small. Then we just repeat the process. Both sides. Then we're going to make it bigger. And you know, don't be quiet with it. Be noisy with it. Yeah, be noisy with it. And then this is actually, it's made out of like tarp-like material, but it's a sandbag. And I use these a lot for tarp training. Get on there. I really focus on the legs for, you know, they're going to step on a tarp. Ooh, now it's on the ground. That's scary. Just gonna have her check that out. I know she's not a fan of this. Pardon her silver butt. She rubbed her butt in the trailer. That's her speciality. Good. Can you do it? You're thinking about it. Good girl. So I'm going to circle her because she doesn't want to step on it. And I'm going to circle both directions. She's grinding her teeth a little. She really doesn't like tarps. Oh, now it's going to blow. I'm going to ask again. Just for a foot. Wrong answer. Good girl. So she stepped over it. No biggie. I'll just ask again. That's really brave of her, though. No? Good job. Good job. I hope I have this set up so you see she has her both front feet on it. And I'm not jerking on her. You know, I can't pull this animal over anything. So she has to decide it's okay. And now hopefully I'm gonna get some back feet to touch this time. I am gonna redirect when she tries to avoid it. Okay. And that's just a wrong answer. We're not going that way. We're gonna go over it. Good. And I'm just using some pressure and release. Good. We stepped on it with the back foot. So I'm really pleased with that. She's a good girl. She learns very quickly. We've done this before, like I said, but she's never been a fan of tarps, have you? They suck. But we need that to set up our water trap. Okay, now I'm just moving on to a bigger tarp. And this one's silver. And I'm just gonna ask her to walk on this one. It's a different color. It's a different size. It's super scary. Good girl. So if she wants to sniff it, I'm gonna let her have that opportunity. And let her decide. Good. You're thinking about it. That is really good for daffodil and a tarp. So, good job, sis. Good job. So I'm going to take this same tarp, I'm going to make it bigger. Okay, same tarp, I just made it bigger, and you'll have to pardon all my sweat because it is humid today and the sun is out. So same tarp, just bigger. Come on, sis. And so she's a little bit stuck right now. So I'm going to encourage from behind. I don't have my buggy whip that I typically use with me right now, but I can use the end of my lead. And she knows. Move forward. Come on, sis. So now it's bigger. It's a whole new tarp. You got to check it out again. Give them the time that they need to check things out. Good job. So quiet. That's just so beautiful that she's able to do that so quietly. And now I'm going to ask her to go with me and move your hind end. Show them your shiny hiney. I'm going to ask her to walk with me across it. Good job. Get up here where you're supposed to be. That's beautiful. Oh, no. So when she gets nervous, she puts herself behind me. I don't really love that. So that's one of the reasons I use my buggy whip a lot, because I can use that and tap her hind to get her out from behind me. Because if she has a little panic and spook when she's going over that tarp, she can end up over the top of me. Which would not be cool, huh? But she's really being quiet and good about this today. So I'm really proud of that. And now we'll move on to the next step. Okay, you guys will probably note that I am not using treats as a positive reward for Daffodil, and that is because she is huge and she gets very pushy with treats. So I don't use them a lot for her. It's just not a good idea to have a donkey this big that is pushy. Sister. So I'm going to show you what I set up. So this is just a different tarp. This is actually billboard, and I highly recommend if you can get a hold of one of these. They're huge. They last a long time. You are supposed to be ground tying, sister. She's checking it out. So I just use some landscape poles, and this is this is a billboard tarp, and I just rolled up the edges. So this is gonna hopefully catch enough water so we can get some training done. My land slopes one direction, so I just left this side without the pole wrapped up, which should be fine. Okay, so I have this water trap set up and there's no water in it. And that's how we're gonna start, because we're just gonna train her to this. Hopefully she's gonna go right over. It's a different color, it's a different tarp, it's a different size. And it's got edges. So I think it's really important to give them some time to explore new things and let her process, and that was beautiful. That was really amazing. But you can see that I'm not really forcing her. I let her have time to sniff and look and process. I'm just gonna take her over it a few times in different directions. And then we'll start the fun. Good girl. So I'm not gonna just fill this thing up with water with the hose. I'm gonna fill it gradually. I like to break things down into tiny steps so that my animal can handle it. If I just came out here and threw this little water trap that I built down and had it full of water and asked her to go across it right off the bat, it would be a shit show. So I'm just gonna do this bucket by bucket. And that just puts a little bit of water on there and it makes it wet. It's gonna look different. There's gonna be a little reflection. And we'll see how she does. Okay, I've added the water, so now she's gotta look at it again. It's totally something new. Good girl. Ooh, scary water. So I hope you can see her breathing. She's like, I'm not into it. But a lick and a chew. She's thinking about it. She's processing it. Just gonna bring her back around. Wrong answer. Hey, wrong answer. We're gonna look at this. And we might just look at this from a lot of different angles. Good girl. That's a girl. So we got 1 foot in there. Good job, sis. It's not even that scary. Come on. I'm in it. Good. There we go. Be brave. Be burrow brave. That's a girl. Little jumping. That's fine. Note that I have a really, really long lead so I can stay out of the way. And then we're just gonna hopefully get a calm walk across this, and we're not gonna move on, and we're not gonna put more water in until she can walk calmly. This animal is excellent. She has a really good mind. And so that was really good, sister. So now I can move on. And like I've said in my other videos, do not move on from one step until they can do the previous step calmly. So maybe on day 1, you're only going to use a tarp and desensitize and pet her with it. And then maybe day 2, you can do the tarp on the ground. So just go at your animal's pace so that you don't overwhelm them. She's really smart. We're going to breeze through this in, I don't know, 30 minutes, girlfriend?
I do remember what I was saying at this point in the video. I was mentioning how she walked through very calmly, and that is a point where I'm going to quit my lesson. She understood what I wanted. She did it perfectly. And if I continued to have her repeat it, she may think that she got the answer wrong. But she got the answer perfect. And she's a brilliant donkey.